Welcome back to the stream. Race number 2 is behind us. We were at Placerville this weekend. My goodness, what a blast. From what I understand, the track was not typical as there was a ton of grip. And, man, it was a super cool track, a little bit different than Marysville. Had its own personality, down low. Those of you from the iRacing world, a little bit of a berm on the inside, kind of like Knoxville, I guess. And the high side kind of had the look of Lernerville, where if you go off the top, you just kind of go out. Not quite as far as Marysville, but there was a top shelf that flattens out once you get up top. So super cool. It was cool to get out on the track. Weren't sure what to expect, but we made it out there. We had a little bit of everything this week. We actually had to race into the A main from the B main, so that's a new experience. We were lucky enough that everybody spun out in our first week, and we were able to move on to the A main from the heat races. But yeah, man, met up with our good friend Brandon Aylesworth. I think I've been saying Allsworth, but Aylesworth. They parked right next to us. Found out that he is a prior Air Force guy. So, man, Brandon, if you're out there watching, thank you for your service. Him and his family, super good people. They parked next to us. We finished behind Brandon in all 3 races that we ran. Heat 1, we started P7, moved up 1 to 6. The B main, we started 6th, moved up to 2nd. And then I don't even know where we finished in the A main. My wife asked me when I got home who won the race. I still have no idea. I can tell you that Brandon finished 1 position in front of us, and Timothy Dobson was about 2 positions behind us. Both of those gentlemen, rookies like myself, had a great conversation with Brandon. And later on in the evening, actually Timothy came by, and this was his best night of dwarf car racing yet. Made the A main, didn't spin out. Super good dude. So I don't know where those at the front of the pack finished, but I can tell you where the 3 of us finished, and it was real near each other. So super cool, super good guys. You'll hear coming up on the videos where I talk about the car was on rails, and then I go and I look at the replays. It was on rails for me. If you look at the top group running, man, they're in a different gear. We're nowhere even close. We were able to finish the A main on the lead lap, just barely. Caution saved us one time, but yeah, super fun. Did a little bit 3 wide, did a little bit of beating and banging. Brandon and I battling for the B main win. Brandon stayed up high, tried to dive down low and get underneath the 41, side by side coming off the exit of turn 4, man. Super cool. It was a ton of fun. I wanted to announce we did get our hats in, and I'll explain what we're going to do with those. We actually got 5 different colors of hats and a couple different styles. And what we plan on doing with those, the 22 hats actually has the JHR on the side. As soon as I figure out where the damn camera is. So we got 5 different colors of hats, and we got a new batch of shirts from the Dirt Track Bank that came out. So that's the Dirt Track Bank. I got to tell you guys, you see those of you that have noticed the Dirt Track Bank on the side of the 22 and out on the track, super cool bank. They're out of Malvern, Iowa. They're actually a division of Malvern Bank. They're the online version. 100% support dirt track racing. They specialize in big haulers for race events back east, and they actually sponsor a bunch of dirt late model leagues and races back east. The owner, president and CEO Jay Burdick, actually drives a late model, the J1, and takes that to the track. So if you guys are out there, I have a Dirt Track Bank debit card that I actually used to buy my parts for the dwarf car. Can't think of any better way to give back. I don't know of any banks around here that support dirt track racing. Not only back east, they have expanded. They're part of the Wild West Shootout in that sponsorship. So we were their first journey into iRacing. They've been 100% supportive. we brought them on board the dwarf car, so I believe that's the first time the Dirt Track Bank has ventured out here to California. But if you have time, man, please check them out. Go online, Dirt Track Bank. Your debit card, you can get a picture of your car on it. I don't get any money from them. I'm just got to tell you, after conversations with Jay Burdick, they're just super, man, and I'll do whatever I can do to give back to the banking community versus some large corporation. So if you have the means, you're looking for a kind of cool way to buy your dwarf car, race car parts, man, check out the Dirt Track Bank online. We did have some issues with the GoPro this week. We got like 6 hours of video from the car sitting in the pits. We got 0 on the track, so all the videos today are from the stands. So I swear we need a media guy. I can't remember to hit the record button when we get out on the track, so we'll get all that worked out. With the hats and shirt, we'll be in Marysville, not this coming up weekend, but we'll be in Marysville on the 22nd of April. The first 3 people that come up to the trailer, if you find the 22 in the pits, the first person gets a choice of a Dirt Track Bank t-shirt or one of the hats. And we're going to give away 2 hats and a t-shirt for free. If you find us in the pits, you want a free hat, you want a free t-shirt, stop by, let us know you watch the stream, and yeah, man, you get to pick which hat you want, and or take a Dirt Track Bank t-shirt. You show me a Dirt Track Bank debit card, you can have all 3. So kind of something that we'd like to do to give back. We're having a ton of fun with this. Would like to talk to some folks out there maybe that watch the stream. That would be really cool. So if you want a hat, you want a t-shirt, come by the trailer in 2 weeks. Again, can't remember the date, 22nd of April at Marysville Raceway Park. And we'll surely let you pick which style hat you want and get you a t-shirt. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and we'll get to the videos. Again, apologize for the GoPro issues, but we'll get there. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. If you like what we got going on, it seems to be growing. Matter of fact, Brandon came up to me before this weekend's race. Said, hey, watch the stream, pretty cool. So just an average guy, don't know much about computers, but we're putting content out. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. And without further ado, let's get to the videos. Welcome back. We've made it. Race number 2. We're here at Placerville. They got quite a bit of rain last night. The grader is out on the track, packing it down a little bit. Looks a little damp down low, but the high groove looks pretty decent. Those of you that have followed along, last time we were here was for the Hangtown 100. And the time before that is when we got Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott's signature on the on our sim rig. So it's going to be really cool to get out here tonight and actually drive. But yeah, welcome to race number 2 here at Placerville. We're getting ready to get underway. Just getting the car settled in the pits. Maybe we'll do a little walk around the pits. But welcome back, race number 2. Here we go. Thanks for tuning in. So here we go. Pits are filling up pretty quick. Actually, we got a bunch of sprint cars. It looks like a bunch of street stocks. Most of them parked down the hill. But yeah, the pits are filling up nice. We got a shit ton of dwarf cars. You got dwarf cars and sprint cars up on the hill. You got a shit ton of sprint cars down the lane here on both sides. Then most of the dwarf cars are on both sides of the road. So getting ready to go at it. Pretty exciting night. A lot of big haulers. Whole bunch of sprint cars. So looking forward to the night. Getting ready to go. So we'll see you after the first after our first run. So hot lap's done. The track is, man, it's really banked. It's really hooked up on the high side. Didn't try to run down low. We kind of stuck around on the high side, and that was hot laps. And the car felt really good. The track felt really good. I think it's going to tack up. They're talking about it going dry slick here late in the race. But first run is done. Joe is checking all of our stuff, getting us hooked up and ready. We're in heat number 2. Again, we got to start in the back, so we're starting P7 of 7. So we'll see if we can drive to the A main. You got to finish in the top 4. Don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the track was super hooked up, and
Can't wait. It's only going to get better. So we will tune back in after heat number 2 on race number 2. Thanks for all tuning in. So race heat number 1 is in the books. We started P7, and I think we moved up only 1 position. The track was super cool. We did follow our checklist up here on the board. We did get a better restart. We didn't let the car in front of us get way the hell out there. So yeah, it was a good run. Car felt super solid. No complaints. We didn't have the speed yet that we should have, but I think we'll get there. Placerville, the track is freaking amazing. It's a lot more banked than Marysville. It's a ton of fun to run on. We kind of got on the high side, and yeah, we were on the high side. Everybody else was on the high side. Tried to dive down low, but kind of just stalled on the bottom. You couldn't get by those guys on the high side. So we didn't get lapped. We're headed to the B main. So we'll tune back in after that. Thanks all for tuning in. We'll see you in a bit. So we're back. We're with our new friend, Brandon Allsworth, also a rookie driver. It seems like the two of us have kind of been tied at the hip. Brandon started P6 in heat number 2. We started P7 right behind him. Both of us only moved up 1. So it looks like you're going to be stuck with me in the B main too. We're going to be real close.
We're gonna make it.
Brandon watches the stream, man. That's greatly appreciated. We're making a lot of friends and having a ton of fun. So greatly appreciate everyone for tuning in. And you know what? If Brandon puts it in victory lane, we'll come back with his interview. And if not, we'll be back after the B main. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you.
Hell yeah. On the outside. Outside. Just gonna go straight to the outside.
No lights out, green flag off. This may be the slowest pace we've ever seen to restart a race.
Oh my god.
And lights are still out.
Well, the B main's in the books. We had to finish in the top 4 to move on. We started P6. Car was on rails. Man, we got into second, then third. Running the high side, we got behind our good friend Brandon Allsworth that we introduced you to earlier, and we kind of rode behind him for a while. And man, when the lap started winding down, man, we dove down inside as hard as we could dive, and Man, we were close at the line to our first victory in the B main. We came home P2. That'll put us in the A again, A main, and our shifter handle actually broke. So we had to start in second gear the last 3 restarts after caution. So that didn't help us none, but at least it was stuck in second gear. But man, bringing home P2 behind our good friend Brandon Allsworth, I'll take that any day of the week. Starting 6th, man, the car was good. Everything was just good. So A main, here we come, and we'll be back.
Just like that, the lights are out. 20 exciting laps. The Workout Road Car Association here at the Easter Egg Extravaganza.